Okay guys, the time is here for you to go ahead and claim your free 5-star light cone. Yes, you heard me correctly. Honkai Star Rail gives you the ability to be able to go ahead and get a free 5-star light cone. And for you to go ahead and do that, I will go ahead over all the details. But before we go and get into it guys, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video if you like the video, and share this around. So if you guys watch my previous video on how to level up or how to progress fast in the game, there is something that I mentioned in that, and that was the simulated universe, guys, right? The simulated universe is going to be something that resets weekly. As you guys can see, there's a timer here, and that's when it resets. But when on the game's launch, the simulated universe was already ready to be played and active, and you're already getting currency, which is what you need was Herta's Bond. Now, the way you got that, guys, was you're gonna go and click teleport to the simulated universe, and then it's gonna take you here. Now, once you're here, you click on the simulated universe, and then you can go ahead and take on these worlds. After you beat these worlds, you will be able to get that currency of Herta Bond for each world you beat. But after you beat the world, guys, you will go ahead and get some points, and what you use those points for is to fill this gauge up right here. So as you guys can see, it goes all the way up to 5,000 for me right now. But in order to get the Herta's Bond, I would need 4,000. Now, for some people, the score might be different or not, whatnot. I think mine's went up to 5,000. Recently, it was at 3,500 before I unlocked World 4. So because I unlocked World 4, that's why it's so much. But starting off, I think it's 3,500. Now, once you guys beat the first 3 worlds, right, you will get an equivalent of 7 Herta's Bonds, right? So now that the week reset, guys, I have the ability to go ahead and beat World 4 now. And if I'm not even able to beat World 4, that's fine, because I will still be able to get it here through the scoring system. And as soon as I get 4,000, I'll be able to summon. Now let's look at the light cones that you are able to obtain. So they have right now 3 light cones that you can get, and let's see the first one. The first one is called On the Fall of the Aeon, and this is for the characters that are destruction. And what this does is whenever the wearer attacks, their attack is increased by 8% in this battle up to 4 times. So it stacks up to 4 times. So you get a 32% increase. It does take a while for you to stack up, but it's still really nice. And then when the wearer inflicts weakness break on enemies, the wearer's damage increases by 12% for 2 turns. Now this is kind of nuts because weakness break is something that happens pretty common, especially if you bring in the right units. But if you bring a unit with this light cone, remember you have to match the path right here. They have to be destruction, the character, in order for them to get this passive bonus. If not, they'll only get the 5-star light cone stats, which is the best stats in the game, right? Because it's a 5-star. But you want to take advantage of this passive right here. So this light cone is extremely good, guys. So yeah, guys, all in all, great light cone here, especially since it's free 99, right? You can't go wrong with free 99. So all right, next one we have Cruising in the Stellar Sea, and this is for the hunt, right? So this is really good for seele, Donhang, those single target characters, right, that do a lot of damage to single targets. That's considered the hunt. So what this does, guys, is increases the wearer's crit rate by 8% and increases their crit rate against enemies with HP less than or equal to 50% by an extra 8%. So you get a really nice crit rate increase, and you guys know what that means. The less crit rate you have to worry about in the end game, the more crit damage you can feed your character, which is phenomenal, right? And then when the wearer defeats an enemy, their attack is increased by 20% for 2 turns. So another damage boost. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind as well, same for the light cone that I just finished covering for the destruction, that these numbers that are highlighted in yellow, these numbers can actually go higher when you superimpose them. Superimposing is another way of saying ranking up or feeding another duplicate to this light cone. As you guys can see right here where it says right under the hunt, there's these little diamonds, and when you feed a duplicate into it, you will get 1 diamond, and the most it can get is 6, right? And when it's 6, that's the max that you can superimpose it. I'm surprised it's 6. Most of the time it's 5, but okay. But yeah, these numbers, when you do add the duplicate, these numbers do go up by a significant amount. And there's a way for you guys to do that with these free-to-play light cone 5-star light cones, but I'll go over that after we're done covering these last few light cones. But yeah, all in all, this is a very stellar 5-star light cone, especially since you're getting the 5-star light cone stats right? If you have a seele, this would be good, unless you have a better light cone for her, because there are some really good light cones out there. But this is for the people that didn't have any luck or didn't pull any good 5-star light cones. This is something you can consider for your your characters, and it's not like they're bad, right? They're pretty solid and good light cones, right? So yeah, and you can superimpose them, and I mean, again, you get them for free, right? So yeah, we'll take that any day. And then the next one, guys, is for the preservation class, and it's called Texture of Memories. Now the preservation is more for, like, you know, the tanks and stuff like that. Like Japard, I believe he's preservation. I believe March 7th is preservation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and what this does is it increases the wearer's effective resistance by 8%, and basically effective resistance is if they try to debuff you, right, add defense down, stun you, or you know, poison you. It makes you not get any of those ailments. And then it says if the wearer is attacked and has no shield, they gain a shield equal to 16% of their max HP for 2 turns. This effect can only be triggered once every 3 turns. If the wearer has a shield, when attacked, the damage they receive decreases by 12%. So this is pretty nuts. Another really good light cone, guys. And again, it's free, right? So remember, these numbers also can go even higher when you start superimposing, but I don't think you'll start superimposing these until later on in the game. But as far as this light cone specifically, very good. Gives you effective resistance, adds you a shield if you don't have a shield, but it does have a 3-turn cooldown, and then it also decreases your damage you receive by a certain amount, which is very solid, guys. And you're getting the 5-star stats for the light cone, which is very good. Now remember how I told you guys you can superimpose or add duplicates? Well, you can actually go ahead and do that with these right here. You can use the superimposer, but it is gonna cost 2 Hertabond currency, right, for you to be able to unlock this. And you're right now there's only 12 available, right? So there only is 12 available, right? So you have to be very picky on whichever one that you're gonna superimpose. I don't know if they'll make it for you to be able to superimpose all of them, right? Still early game. I never got to really test this out or anything, but I'll keep you guys up to date on how that goes. But all in all, like I said, if you guys weren't lucky enough to get the 5-star light cones, these would be the ones you want to look at, because they're pretty good. I mean, it's only for 3 classes, right? It's not, there's more classes there, Nihility and other classes that you can that they didn't include for that, but they might end up doing that later on. Now, as far as the star road passes, I wouldn't touch these at all if you guys didn't pull any good light cones, right? I would focus on getting these light cones, and before I get the superimposer, guys, honestly, I would try to get one of each of these 5-star light cones to at least have them on one of my characters for each of these classes. If again I wasn't lucky, or if I don't have a good 5-star light cone. So that would be my thing, and then from there I would start superimposing whichever one I feel like I like the most. So yeah, guys, the key thing is basically here is to do your simulated universe, remember, because every time you clear it, you will get points regardless if you beat the world or not. And you can do it over and over again until you reach the this Hertabond ticket. Honestly, I would say go all the way, because you still need this right here, the Track of Destiny, which is very good. It's something that you use to level up your character's traces, which is also very important, guys. Also, there's ways you can get free Stellar Jade by doing the simulated universe. So hey, that's a win-win for us, right? So yeah, but there you have it, guys, the way you can get your first free 5-star light cone for your characters here in the game if you weren't able to pull one. And yeah, now if you do end up pulling for on the standard banner, remember I told you only use these passes, don't ever use your Stellar Jade, you might get lucky on this banner, because they not only do you have a chance of getting the 5-star character, you have a chance of getting their 5-star light cone, right, which is also very good, but it's very gambly. So that's why I said always use your star road passes, and if you do get lucky, you might be able to get the character specific light cone that's here for them. But if not, yeah, you want to go and get the simulated universe ones. And as far as the Starlight Exchange, guys, which you can exchange for duplicates that you pull of things, it's pretty steep for you to be able to pull them, and honestly, like it's gonna be pretty hard for you to get these. so it's not as reliable as the free 5-star light cones that you can get from the simulated universe. So I would suggest, you know, focus on the free 5-star light cones in the simulated universe. If you didn't pull anything good for that character that you wanted on the standard banner, only using your passes, not your Stellar Jade. Again, do not use this. Do not use the Stellar Jade, only use the silver tickets to pull on this banner, guys. And if you don't get lucky there, then go to the simulated universe and get the light cone. Oh, hopefully it's the class for the character that you want, that they have it for in the simulated universe. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me know how your simulated universe runs have gone, and if you guys are planning on getting a free 5-star light cone from the simulated universe rewards, let me know which one you're getting and why, and which one you guys think is the best. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. It's your boy Jada. I'm out. Peace.